Welcome back to my channel, Seventh Day Bakes. I'm Jada, and before I get started, make sure you like and hit the bell when I post more videos. For Mother's Day, we're going to be making a strawberry shortcake. It's going to be so good. And keep watching for the recipe. So guys, in the KitchenAid bowl, we have a stick of butter, sugar, and light brown sugar. We have a cup of sugar and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar that is not packed. Next ingredient, we have our 3 large eggs. Next on the list, we have a 1/2 cup of buttermilk, 1/3 cup of olive oil, and vanilla extract, 1 tablespoon. The first thing you need to do is set the oven to 350. The next thing you need to do is butter the pans. And I just smear it on here. Get it really good so nothing sticks. Okay, so first things first, butter and the sugar, both the light brown sugar and granulated sugar. And you are going to mix this on medium-high speed with whatever mixer you have until the butter and sugar is really light and fluffy, about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, so about halfway through the process, you're going to scrape down the bowl to make sure all pieces of butter and sugar actually get incorporated and you get this to be the same texture as everything else. So after you're done scraping, you're going to start it again to make sure it's light and fluffy. You should do that about halfway through the process. So what I'm going to do to speed up the process a little more for me is use my torch lighter, and I'm going to heat up the bowl a little bit so it can ultimately get to the consistency I want to just a little bit faster. It's light, it's fluffy, it's airy. This is kind of the consistency you want it to be. Now, the next step is adding the eggs. The way we add the eggs is that you're going to take one egg at a time. Crack it into the bowl while it's mixing on medium to high speed, and each egg addition gets 1 minute. So after each egg, you set a timer for 1 minute, start the next egg, set a timer for 1 minute, start the next egg, set a timer for 1 minute. This is very crucial to the process, so make sure you do those exact steps. We just added our last egg. Now the next thing you want to do is scrape the sides. Again, scraping is very vital to this recipe. Make sure you get everything in there. You can see the consistency is very different now. That's how you want it to look. The next step is to let this mix for 4 minutes after you scrape it. So there's a lot of steps to this process, but it will be worth it in the end. Bucket, let's start it at medium to high speed, 4 minutes. Okay, so after the 4 minutes is up, we're gonna add the oil, vanilla extract, and buttermilk into this batter. I'm gonna whisk it a little bit. So while the batter is on medium speed, we are going to slowly pour this liquid into here. Now, the trick is that it's going to take 3 minutes to make all of this liquid go in here. So I'm gonna split it into 3 parts for about a minute each, so it can all make it into here for 3 minutes. Do not rush this. It needs to make it here with 3 minutes. I know it seems a little long, but isn't your mother worth it? Yeah, she is. So let's go. Okay, so I put the last portion in here off camera, but I did make the 3 minute mark and it just went off. I'm going to scrape down the bowl once again. Now, for the next part, I am going to continue to paddle this on a medium-high speed, on a medium speed, and I'm going to let it go for about 3 minutes until it's practically white. It looks white almost. And we'll get back. Okay, now that this is done, you can see the color is nice and light. It's looking really good. Now the next step in this process is to add the flour. Next step is to add the flour mixture. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm whisking it a little bit before I add it into the mix. I'm going to add this into the mixture on low speed, very low speed. I'm going to mix this for about 45 seconds. I'm going to add this slowly in here and basically scrape down after I am done. Okay, so this has been going for 45 seconds. I'm going to scrape, Jesus, this way. I'm going to scrape it down. You can see how beautiful and white and creamy it is. Okay, so after you scrape down the batter, you're gonna do an additional 45 seconds just to make sure everything is homogeneous, to make sure there are no lumps, no bumps. And make sure it's smooth all around. And the last 45 seconds, I'm going to be adding some red food coloring. This is optional, it's not necessary, but since it's Mother's Day, I thought might as well make it pink or red or something cute and feminine. So let's get it started. Okay, so I am now done with the mixture. I'll show you the color, it's really cute. You can see the color, it's nice and pink, not too pink. There's some food color on the side, so I'm just gonna fold it in, not whisking it too much, but just making sure everything on the bottom is also incorporated. You can still, we had some white in the bottom, so I'm just making sure I get it all. Our next step is going to be placing them in the pans. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour it in here, a little at a time. Some love. Make sure you get all of it nice. So I'm just gonna smooth it out. We're gonna put it in for about 25 minutes and then check it and see how we look from there. So the cake is in the oven right now, and while the cake's in the oven, we are going to make a strawberry whipped cream slash mousse type. It's just whipped cream, but it's like fancy whipped cream. So in here we have our 2 cups of heavy whipping cream, cup of 10x or powdered sugar. I think I cut 4 strawberries. really finely diced. You can see there is small. It's a lot of strawberries. I'm pretty sure there's some GMOs in there. It'll add flavor. And we also have strawberry extract. I'm not gonna show you the brand, but it's strawberry extract. So we're gonna add our 2 cups of heavy cream into the bowl. Next, we're gonna add our 1/2 cup of powdered sugar. Okay, we're gonna start this up on low speed because it's still pretty liquidy. Oh yeah, whisk attachment. Use a whisk attachment for this. And let's get started. Okay, so I'm scraping down the bowl a little bit because there's a little powdered sugar that's splashed up from mixing. And we're gonna start it up again on a little bit higher speed because it's getting a little bit thicker, so it's pretty safe to go higher. So I stopped the mixer really quick so we can add in our additional ingredients. I stopped it at, we in school used to call it soupy soft consistency. So you can see when I move it around, it's thickening. As you can see, it's not completely liquid, but it is still really soupy. Okay, you're gonna stop it at that. We are going to add our strawberry extract. We're gonna use 1/4 teaspoon. Yeah, that seems about right. Okay, 1/4 teaspoon, here we go. And we're gonna add our strawberries next. All of them. Now the cake itself is pretty sweet, so we don't want this to be too sweet. So I'm going to add some red food coloring again, just to keep the concept. Let's do 3 drops of that. All right, and let's start this baby back up. Okay, so I put the mixer on low speed so everything can be combined and I can watch very carefully how thick it's going to get. We want it really light and fluffy, so low speed so we don't overdo it. So this is the texture you want. So to start, I'm going to do like a dollop, the spatula full of cream, and I'm going to take an offset and just gently wipe it across. Now after you put on that layer, I'm going to layer the cake with strawberries. This. Okay, so after you add the strawberry layer, I'm gonna add the other layer of cake right on top. We're just gonna pipe some stars around it, like that. So after I piped all around, I'm just placing some strawberries in the middle, just to decorate it a little more. So this is the final product, guys. This is gonna be your classic homemade cake for Mother's Day. You don't want it to look too, I don't know, like too professional. It's rustic. It's for your mom. You want it to look like you made it, you took a lot of time. It looks homemade and it's gonna taste professional. It tastes amazing. So this is it, guys. I hope you enjoy and like the product. Once again, I would like to say Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there, and as a surprise, I'm sending my 2 moms a cake from Milk Bar. They don't know yet, but they will when they get it or when they see the video. Thank you guys for watching. Again, make sure to like, subscribe, share, click the notification bell, all of that. That will really help me a lot. I would greatly appreciate it. Again, Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Again, thank you guys for watching. Share the video. Share the video. Thank you guys. Have a great day. See you soon. I have very exciting videos coming up.